Hey, Jimmy Beach here with Alien Skin Software. This tutorial is the quick way to get familiar with Blow-Up 3. Let's get started. In Photoshop, go to the Filter menu and you should see Blow-Up 3 at the bottom. Blow-Up is an automation plugin, so it's handled a little bit different. It also lives under the File Automate menu. If you're using Lightroom, watch the Blow-Up 3 Lightroom video. For now, let's go over some of the basics. The left side contains a thumbnail navigator and custom user settings. The center is where you preview the effect. On the bottom of the preview area are tools for zooming and panning inside of the preview area. Over on the right, you can adjust the results. The buttons here on the top right are for the different resizing modes. If you're unclear what a slider does, just hold your cursor over the title and the hover help will give you a brief description. If you need additional help, choose Help under the question mark or press F1 or Command question mark. This will take you to our online help. I'm going to hide the left pane for now. I won't be using it in this video. Hiding it gives me a little bit more real estate to work with. If you want to show or hide panes, click the toggle area on the sides. Now let's resize this image for print at 16 by 20. I'll choose the crop and resize mode because the aspect ratio of this image will not properly fill the print. Here where it says document size, I want to choose photographic and 16 by 20. You can see the crop window in the preview panel. Let's adjust it. I'll grab one of the sides and move the crop in a bit. I can move and crop however I'd like in the preview panel. Changing the crop does not change the output size. That's why the aspect ratio is preserved to match 16 by 20 that we chose before. Double-click in the crop window to toggle the grid on and off. Also, to flip the orientation, use this button. The button just below is Reset. Now I'm going to undo the Reset button with Control or Command Z. And once we have the crop area the way we want, we can fine-tune the enlargement. The settings here, sharpen edges and add grain, can affect the quality of the enlargement. The majority of the time you don't need to touch them, but it's a good practice to zoom in close and take a look. I'll press 1 to 1. You can increase the sharpening and grain, but only go as far as you have to. Stop before sharpening becomes obvious. You want to create the grain that was there in the original image. Normally, it's just barely enough to see. I'll zoom back out by pressing Fit. Lastly, let's sharpen for output, which compensates for ink diffusion in the paper. For this example, I want to print on glossy paper. I'll choose that from the preset list right here. You can fine-tune the amount here on the right. Blow-Up will duplicate the image before resizing by default. This makes resizing non-destructive. You can change this behavior in the Preferences panel here under the question mark, or with Command or Control K. Here at the bottom is the check mark for duplication. Now I'll press Escape and go back. Now that I'm finished, I'll press OK or hit Enter and return. And that was it for getting started. I want to thank you for tuning in today. This is Jimmy Beach. I'll see you next time.